Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello, and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. This is episode 248. Lots going on TikTok as usual. And actually, me and Catalina were recording very early in the morning for the first time ever. But such is life with a baby, and Catalina's traveling. Yeah, where are you, Catalina?
I'm currently in Connecticut. I also would like to note that it's pretty early in the morning, such that I've not taken my medicines yet. This is going to be we're raw dogging
and
this
Catalina's
podcast
hair,
this morning.
I took a screenshot, so we'll post that on our Instagram, was quite frankly just insane. It was standing straight up. I don't know. It was a feat of gravity.
Speaking of Instagram, we need to do an update on our poll about who stuck their finger in the wall when they were children.
Yeah, because literally everyone said they stuck their finger in the wall. And I'm the only one who that doesn't bring back such a harsh memory.
And I looked through I'm not going to say the numbers, the low numbers of people who responded to the poll, but there were several responses.
Yeah.
And people who we know, who I would say are aligned with you about germs and touching and things, said yes.
Yeah. I said maybe it was because I was a germaphobe, so I didn't want to touch the wall. But I don't know. I maybe, like you said, I need to go to a concrete wall place, like go to a school and see if it evokes the memory. Maybe it's just not in my core memories.
Because what happened was I was looking at the wall, and that's when I was like,
yeah.
Wait, do you remember touching this?
Maybe it will bring it back to me.
And then my next comment is related to this and also to our personal TikTok page for Too Old for TikTok, that we've decided enough years have passed since we were bullied on TikTok for pronouncing a pasta sauce.
Bolognese.
According to the British, wrong.
Yeah.
We won't get into it. So I'm okay now. The statute of limitations has passed that I can log into the account again. And I was trying to make a TikTok about it. And I think this is a perfect example of being too old for making TikToks because I kept having to look up how to find the green screen effect.
Oh, no.
And then frankly, they do hide it. But now that I know where it is, fine. And then I recorded multiple times and it wouldn't pick up my audio. And I was like, I give up.
Oh, you gave up? That's it. Okay, maybe I'll do it because I have a little more experience with the green screen effect. So I could try.
I might try again. I was in the airport.
Yeah.
It was a way to pass the time. And I was like, I'm sick of doing this. And I look kind of wild. So.
Okay, well, let's get into the TikToks. Catalina,
Yes.
You put in a very funny one by Mad Lads Liam. And just so you know, the text over each time he says what he says is years passing by in friendship.
What's your address? 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 What's your fucking address?
Yes. And when I first watched it, I thought it was about being meaner and meaner to your friends, which it kind of is. But then I realized it's also about just never memorizing your friend's address. But I have a very interesting update to this, which is I think we don't memorize our friends' addresses, although I have started to, as a habit, put them in my phone. I know your address because
I've
you've
lived
never
in the
moved.
same building forever.
It's actually very convenient when you threatened to move. I was worried that I was going to have to memorize it. What I can't memorize is your apartment number.
Well, that I forgive people for that because I have multiple apartments in the same building.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I don't get mad if people ask me for the apartment number.
Well, and multiple times when I go to the doorman and they say what apartment, and then I say the wrong one, and then they're like, it's obviously this one. And I'm like, my guy, you know.
Yeah, they be knowing.
Okay, so I think, and I know, all of us at one point or another memorized a handful of phone numbers, and we've only retained some of them.
Yes.
What phone numbers did you retain?
I retained my house phone, had 2 lines, know those by heart. And random friends, I can tell you who I don't know anymore, I don't speak to. There's 2 numbers that I will never forget.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to read you an email I got last night at 2 a.m. Title is, I left my phone in an Uber. It says, hello, friend. You are one of the only phone numbers I know, and I put it down on the lost my phone Uber thing. if they call you, can you tell them my email and or address?
Wow, so someone remembered your phone number, your cell
Yes.
phone number. I don't see. I remember like my whole family's cell phone, but no one else. I don't even have Ben's cell phone memorized, which I should.
You should. Ivan and I did that as actually you should do this exercise.
Yeah.
We decided we're going to memorize each other's phone numbers, and we just like made an effort to keep repeating it, and now it's so nice like filling out forms.
Yes, Ben
and-
has mine memorized because he's filled out a lot of forms with my phone number, but I don't have his. So yeah, that reminds me, I'm gotta do that.
So I thought that was a very funny opposite side of the coin of not knowing people's addresses is knowing people's phone numbers, such that I got a call, and I did get a missed call at 4 a.m. So now this is a good friend of mine.
I was
whose phone
gonna
number
say
also
I
have.
would hope if it was a peripheral friend who memorized your
No.
number, it would be very weird.
No, but I have 2 phone numbers memorized. It's Kelly. I have her phone number
yes.
memorized. Before I memorized Ivan's phone number, I thought if I go to jail,
Yeah.
I can call Kelly.
Your mom.
Or I can call this one guy I was friends with, Matt, whose phone number for some reason I still know. I don't know Ashley, friend of the pod's phone number.
No, neither do I.
I know the beginning of it. But yeah, I could call Matt if I was ever in jail. But thankfully now I have Ivan. Anyway, I thought that was a funny update.
Well, going back to the addresses, it's Sam who really turned me on to putting the address in the phone as a contact.
Yes.
Which is so helpful, so smart. But I am
smart.
very bad at doing that. I also, I don't have your new address memorized. I had your old one memorized, but now you moved. So it's like, oh, I got to memorize a new one.
Put it in the phone.
I will.
Put it in the phone.
Well, what's
wow, we
great?
have so many activities.
What's great about having a wedding is you have all your friends' addresses, and you could actually just refer to the Google spreadsheet.
I agree. I've used that many times.
Same.
Very useful. I think they call that a Rolodex.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just like, wow, it's such an amazing idea to put everyone's phone number in one place.
So smart.
Imagine that.
Well, speaking of weddings, this is a good transition to my For You page because bar and bat mitzvahs are really hot on TikTok right now. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a post by Moray Baby. The text is, "Happy 9-year anniversary of my Beyonce-themed bar mitzvah, where I had a flash mob to Formation and Cut It dance break." I'm not going to play the audio because it's just the children like screaming and the music, but the comments are hilarious. This person is so good at dancing. It's him and 2 of his besties. The comments are great. Here they are. Flash mob, but it's just you and your 2 besties. Bay mitzvah. Like, what a great bar mitzvah theme. Beyonce.
Yeah, your dream.
That would be my dream. And then the other comment is the concept of a flash mob at a place where the purpose is to dance. So this guy's interpretation of a flash mob was bad. But also, 9 years ago wasn't that long ago, right? And the video looks like it's from like when I was bat mitzvahed, which was 1999 because I was 11, which is so funny to me that 9 years is so far, but so close. I don't know. It did a weird time warp on my brain.
I think that people really enjoy displays of excessive parties. Like, that's why the entire show, My Super Sweet 16, was
great
successful.
show. Oh, yeah.
And especially on TikTok, even though we're in a moment where people are quite critical of excessive wealth, I think that
It's aspirational.
there's something about, of course, as Dina, when I came to her with the idea that they should do a reality TV show about grad students, she said, "No, Catalina, reality TV is aspirational."
Not all, but yeah, most is, yeah.
Although I still stand by it that it would have been pretty entertaining. It could, whatever. Hey, producers out there, feel free to steal my concept of people going to needing
People talking
severe
about
mental health counseling.
And people talking about discourse being very
it wouldn't be in the
interesting.
classes. It would just be like
know.
the messiness.
No, it's true.
But I'm not surprised that the bat mitzvah content is going viral because it's very adjacent to My Super Sweet 16. Like,
Yeah.
in fact, it would be a smart moment for them to revive My Super Sweet 16 as like My Super Jewish 13.
That's pretty good. The next one is a video by Cher Spree, and it's Emma's New York or Nowhere themed bat mitzvah. And apparently her parents own Pura Vida. This bat mitzvah had little pop-up shops within the bat mitzvah where you can get swag I want to attend a bat mitzvah like this. This looked like a
course.
dream. Oh my God, free sweatshirts and
Why wouldn't you want to attend a giant party where you get free things?
Of course, yeah.
I had to look up what Pura Vida is.
It's
because
the
people
acai bowl place, right?
It's not.
No? It's not the juice place?
The one that they own, from what I could... Okay, I did a very cursory search, but it seems like it's some sort of med spa
got it.
chain.
Okay, got it.
So I don't think it is... I could be wrong.
No, I think
But
you're right. It's not, that
was
sounds
what
right.
I came across. Yes, loved that. Loved the sweatshirt. I still wear the sweatshirt from my niece's bat mitzvah quite frequently and in public.
I hope people use the toiletry bag that we gave away at our B'nai mitzvah. We gave away a toiletry bag. That was the giveaway. Filled with trinkets. Why do you look so shocked?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was weird, but
Yeah, okay.
but it was useful though. It actually was really useful because we used those toiletry bags for decades after the B'nai Mitzvah.
I believe it. I just am imagining a 13-year-old being like, thanks.
Well, it was filled with little tchotchkes, of course, because I love tchotchkes. And the theme, do you know what the theme of the B'nai Mitzvah was? Think of me and my brother Harrison trying to have a collective theme together.
It was something. Wait, it was something about like New York stars.
Absolutely
or like,
not.
Spotlight. Something like no.
I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna get it.
I just remember that Danielle's had the Knicks dancers at hers. That's all I've retained.
Okay, well, our B'nai Mitzvah theme was kids just want to have fun.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's what it said on the toiletry bag.
Do you still have one of these? Can I have one?
I don't know. I gotta
Pamela,
ask
if you're
Mama.
out there,
yeah, she's listening.
I need a toiletry
That
bag
says
that
kids just
says
wanna
kids just
have
want to
fun.
have fun. I
You
need
probably
a
have
vintage. Oh, that's amazing. I wish you still used that.
I should break it out. I wonder where they are.
I love it. I know we need to move on, but Ivan recently went down a rabbit hole on, well, it was started by like an Instagram thing of eBay merchandise that is branded for like horrific companies. So it's like Lockheed Martin belt buckle, Enron belt buckle.
Why do
like
they all the belt buckles? Who needs a...
There were a lot. It started with belt buckles, and it was like hoodies that are like Exxon oil, but even crazier than that. Like the
Like
Enron
a
one was so good.
Right.
Ugh, I would love that. So good.
Okay.
Good for them.
Moving on my For You page, I get a lot of candy content, which I do love. And this is a creator named Optimistic2, and he's talking about 2 new candies.
Some people follow the world of sports. Some people follow the world of business. I follow the world of candy. And every single time I'm at the store and I see a new candy I haven't tried before or that's brand new, I have to buy it. I've got 2 new candies that I bought today. The first is Jolly Rancher 2-in-1 gummies. Now, I love Jolly Rancher's genre of flavors. I think it's just a delightful palette. I still have not found the exact right word for this. I think they're wonderful in any form that they come in. I love their gummies. Something about the color of this packaging stood out to me as I need to try this new variation. The second candy that I picked up is the Sweet Tarts Gummy Halos. Sweet Tarts were my first love. Sweet Tarts were what I bought at Blockbuster Video on a Friday night when my parents let me pick out 2 DVDs and 1 candy.
So he goes on to say that he really likes the Jolly Rancher 2-in-1 gummies, but he's not so hot on the Sweet Tart Gummy Halos because he wants them to be more sour. Every time I see a candy video, I'm like, ugh, I have to go to 7-Eleven and find these candies. Like, I am in the search.
7-Eleven specifically?
Yeah, because 7-Eleven has more candy variety, I find, than a Douane Rite.
Yesterday, I went to the CVS in my parents' town. That's where I am right now. I came out into the car and my dad was like, oh, did you order a pizza in there? Like, okay.
Because it took forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry. I tried to go fast, but I have never seen such a well-stocked CVS.
Oh, they're so fun. Also, I like that you didn't flinch about how I pronounced Dwayne Reed.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Someone's going to clip that and be like, this girl is so dumb.
And then I'm going to have to not
You're
be
gonna
able to
be
go
bullied.
back into TikTok
It's
for...
okay. I know how to pronounce Dwayne Reed.
Yeah, go to a well-stocked
CVS.
Douane
Douane Rede or a Sivs.
or Sevis, and it will you will get lost in there just by being like, wow, there's so many items.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you're in New York, we should do that together.
Go to a CVS that's poorly stocked and everything's
No.
in pharmacy jail?
Oh, the pharmacy. We don't even get me started on pharmacy jail. You're right. Let's forget I said that. Okay, what's been on your For You page?
Oh, you meant 7-Eleven. Okay. So I have one thing that I came across that I don't understand why I'm getting these videos. I think maybe because I'm in Connecticut, my algorithm slightly changed, but it still makes no sense. But I put the first one. They're from a creator called The Traveling Red. This was the first one I saw. It's just audio over text of house, and the pool looks like a nice pool. Looks like a kind of Tudor-styled house.
Hey,
and
it's
it
the
says,
Beauty and the Beast house.
No, I know, but it says our home is inside Disney World, but I often prefer family time at home instead of the parks. Okay. So I was like, what am I looking at? It was also, 1 a.m. This is an amazing TikTok rabbit hole because then I said, well, I simply must know more. So I went to this woman's page and she had a house tour.
Let me show you around the Bell House. This is our home in Disney Golden Oak, which is on Disney World property. We even have a Disney plaque by the door. So this house was modeled after Beauty and the Beast. It is designed to look like the cottage in the movie. We have lots of Beauty and the Beast details throughout. First up is my parents' bedroom. This is the master. They have a great bathroom. They have an incredible closet with a bunch of hand-painted details we added. Then over across from them, there's another half bathroom, which is used for the common spaces. Then let me take you over to the living area. This is the living room. There is tons of light in here. It has that very rustic cottage feel that we love. We all hang out here a ton. And then over this way, you'll find the dining room and the kitchen. Again, lots of rustic details, trying to stick to that cottage Beauty and the Beast vibe. Back here we have a butler's pantry, added some little details as well. Lots of fun art in our laundry room. And then I'm going to take you upstairs. But first, let me show you under the stairs. We have a Haunted Mansion hidden closet.
So yeah, I was mining the comments and there's a lot of conversation about whether or not you actually own these homes, because there's something about, I went to the Reddit page where it's something about like a 99-year deed, which I think people get really caught up on because essentially your family can't inherit, because the 99 years
Goes
that's
back to
your
Disney,
lifetime.
yeah.
But it's all about the investment, because the woman was, clapping back, being like, we do own the home,
Right.
because people are basically saying you rent it. Anyway, what is your take on all of this? Do you
Well,
know?
I love that this is on your For You page. It's basically screaming you're a Disney adult, but I know you're not.
Or it's trying to rage bait me.
Yeah, I think it's more rage baiting you.
But I would never be angry about it. I'm very curious, and I think it's
It is interesting.
objectively wild that you would choose to spend $6 million on a home, because I don't think we covered the price of these homes.
Yeah, these homes are crazy. And the taxes and the fees are crazy, everyone's saying in the comments. But there's something similar in New York City. There's some buildings that are land leases where you technically own, but it's a land lease, so the building could be sold. So then you don't own the apartment anymore.
Which I, in principle, don't have a problem with.
My
I just
father
know-
said I would never let you buy a land lease.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I don't think you were raised to make an investment of that type.
Exactly.
But in the spirit of housing and expanding access to housing, I think it's a very great option for people.
Yes, but in terms of the Disney of it all, I think if you love Disney and love the proximity to Disney, then like live your life and be happy. Great. I mean, I'm not going to yuck other people's yums.
No,
It's not
live
something
your-
I would choose to spend my money on. But if it truly brings you joy, do it. Go for it.
I'm just imagining getting an email from the HOA about like you on making it being like, it's a beautiful day in Disney. You did XYZ thing in your yard, which is not what Belle's house is supposed to look like. Like
Right.
the amount of
The
people always
HOA is
complain about
probably
HOAs.
crazy.
Imagine Disney being your HOA.
Yeah, no, that sounds not something that's fun.
Not for me. Really interesting to see. Simply fascinating. But it's not that. People want to live in walkable communities.
It's a community. There you go. Yeah.
And so by living in Disney is a hyper realist. Now I'm going into Baudrillard. Disney is a very mediated precinct that is imitating the real world in a way that is like sanitized and only leaves the most like enjoyable, picture perfect parts, right? That's the parks experience. You go and people are like, wow, it feels like I'm in the past, or it feels like I'm in England, or it feels like I'm in Avatar. Let's ignore Avatar. So you're on this like cute little street, the main street USA, and everything is just so perfect
yeah.
because there's nothing left. So, or, you know, there's none of the aspects that are not as, So you are living in this because you desire that, right? But what you're really desiring is a lifestyle where you can like walk to the town square and go do something easily. So I kind of understand why people buy in, but it's funny how we're like we're imitating so much that we're actually starting out at the beginning and now we're just making a town square.
Right. And we're forming a community.
Right. It's just very
That's like the Margaritaville places. So it's like the Jimmy Buffett has these communities as well for, I don't know if it's 50 or over, but it just like-minded individuals want a community. And if you buy into it, you get this community, or you're buying into that, and good for them. That's what I have to say.
But all I can say is that if society were like-minded, we could have spaces like this without needing to spend $6 million to live in a gated Disney fake imitation of a small town.
That's a great point. And on that note, should we move on to our drama talk? Because it's still Eggs by Toya. I'm still getting videos about it, and I'm not sick of it yet because it's hilarious to me. This one's really funny. It's a video by Flat Dustin.
You guys, Eggs by Toya is in jail, and I don't have anyone to talk to about this because I have friends with reasonable screen times. Unlike me, I'm very deep into this whole thing. And now I want to know, is she in jail for threatening the guy who eats the food from Facebook Marketplace? Because people were in the comments saying hostage situation by Toya. I was in the comments saying that, not people I was. And then I also saw people being like, well, where do you think she learned how to cook the food? Right.
We are Flat Dustin.
We are Flat Dustin. And I don't think any of our friends have low screen time, though. So we're not Flat Dustin in that regard, because we are all the high screen time friends.
What is low screen time?
I don't know. I guess it's people not on TikTok.
What's your screen time right now, Dina?
For today?
No, I mean, I'll be concerned, honestly.
No, I haven't been on my phone today. Well, for what period of time?
Let's say like the week.
Oh God, I don't even know how to get to it. I gotta go to settings.
General screen time.
Where do I go? General. All right, I'm coming back to you after I've edited out me and Catalina trying to figure out our screen time for approximately 5 minutes. But we'll maybe figure that out next week and get back to you listeners if you are interested. But it's hard to find, apparently.
It's so funny when you think you're good at technology and you try to do something fairly simple. Screen time.
Yeah, I mean,
asking ChatGPT.
I searched screen time and I found it, but I can't make it the amount of time that I want. It's only showing me like a daily average, but I want to see more data.
This is actually why they end up, I found it very easily by scrolling down. You can, I think, swipe.
I am
Whatever.
swiping. Oh, I
changed
got
this.
it.
How'd you do it?
Oh, the week.
Oh, you click on it and then you open it up. Okay.
I want to see each week, not just this week. I can't see.
Okay, so when you're here, you click on it.
Click on what?
See all apps and website activity. The UX. Hey, Apple, your UX on this ain't great.
So, okay, so we figured it out.
We're coming back
back again because we figured it out. We're not having you wait till next week. And mine is, I average about 5 hours a day.
Mine's about 6 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have a child, so you can't look at your phone as much.
It's not a competition, Catalina.
Do you have your most used? It is a competition. My most used is TikTok. I'm shocked. And my second most used is text messages.
My most used is TikTok. My second most is Instagram, and then messages. And then Huckleberry, which is the baby app.
That's so funny. I love it. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on. Oh, Wait.
Okay, well, we were talking about
this is
eggs
how we
by
got derailed. I
Toya.
completely
Yeah,
forgot what
so
we were
we're all
talking about.
screen time people. I do want to know why Eggs by Toya is in jail as well. I wonder if we'll ever hear from Eggs by Toya or just her baby daddy.
For sure. We're going to be hearing from her again. And we probably could figure out why she's in jail by figuring out her name and then looking up the records.
Maybe you should, because that would be a good TikTok video. I don't think anyone's
That's true,
figured
but I
it
don't
out.
want to dox anyone.
True.
I feel like that's kind of private
True.
and also a sensitive scenario, but I would love to know her charge.
Yeah. The next video is by most.smartest, and it is a parody of someone trying Eggs by Toya.
Hey everybody, what's up? So I just got some eggs by Toya. So I'm gonna check it out. I got this little cup of I'm guessing it's Pringles and Cheez-Its, it looks like. Okay, so let's open this up and see. Oh my god. Okay, so it seems to have some marshmallows in here. Let's see what else. Oh, God. A strawberry and what is it? This is a fucking frozen meatball and a carrot. Okay. All right. Well, at least let's try the egg. Oh, she didn't even fucking cook the damn egg. What the fuck? Oh, you guys. Oh, this is bad. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was Eggs by Toya.
This is funny because he really nailed the chip situation with like very little chips in a separate thing. And then he just kept taking out the most random thing out of this disgusting Tupperware, which is
Tupperware. Did you edit out me making fun of you saying Tupperware?
You didn't make fun of me. That was in your head. Because I wouldn't have edited it out. I would have left it in.
I mean, I love the way you say Tupperware.
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 Thanks.
Last
Mom,
night I was
that.
eating. Thanks, Pam. I was eating Asian food with my Japanese food with my parents, and my mom got ramen, and she doesn't like the akitama egg, or ajitama. I don't know how you say it in Japanese, which is interesting to me because that's my favorite part. But who knows? Maybe she had a bad one once. And remember how I had explained to you when I was trying to explain the pickled eggs? Like it's kind of like that, but. At this point, I think we need to try a pickled egg.
Yeah, I think now that I think about it, I thought it would be gross last week, but I've changed my tune on it. I think it'd be good.
We like a marinated egg.
Yeah.
Why not pickle it? The thing is, when you go to the gas station,
I don't want it from the gas
that's when they're
station.
selling them. I don't want it. I might make it at my own house. I'm not buying it on
If
Facebook
you made it,
Marketplace.
I'd try it.
Okay, maybe I'll do that.
Okay. Moving on to our Tertulia Fields Report. Ashley, friend of the pod, had a viral video. Let's play it.
Yeah, when I say I eat popcorn every day. Okay, update to this. I went to the endocrinologist yesterday, and I had recently gotten some blood work done, and she was like, we need to talk. Like, your cholesterol has gone down significantly. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, what's different? What's changed? I want to be able to, like, bring this to some of my other patients if it's something that works. And literally the only thing I could think of was like, I've probably been eating popcorn every day, and it has fiber and it has 0 cholesterol, even when you make it on the stove with canola oil. So this is your reminder to up the dosage of your popcorn intake. You will not regret it.
Did you read the comments?
Yes, but first I want to say she's inspired me to eat popcorn.
I love the pseudoscience, and I love how fast people buy into the pseudoscience.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know, maybe it's popcorn.
It's probably not popcorn, but I love popcorn. But
I love
hearing
popcorn.
about her talking about eating popcorn made me buy. She influenced me to buy popcorn. Like, do I think it's gonna put down my cholesterol? No, but it's delicious and it's a great snack.
I also went through the comments and was sort of tracking the trends in annoying comment.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of bean soup theory going on. A lot of people being like, well, I can't eat popcorn because I had diverticulitis. And it's like, okay,
This isn't about you.
Swipe on.
Yeah.
Then so that's a big theme. A lot of people telling her she's going to get popcorn lung, which is from mining. So maybe there's something called popcorn lung that you get from popcorn.
I mean, I wouldn't listen to the people in the TikTok comments for
it's not from
medical
mining.
advice.
It's from smoking.
It's from vaping, yeah.
It's from vaping. Popcorn lung, eating popcorn.
I think maybe they're joking.
Oh, no, they're not. Sorry, this is not funny. I need to stop laughing. It is a chemical used to create butter flavored microwave popcorn.
Oh.
Can give you the same, it's the same chemical in vapes. She makes it on the stove.
She makes it on the stove, and she's
Everyone
not using
needs
a
to
lot of
calm
butter.
down.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. She's not using any butter. However, that brings me to my next point. Okay, so the popcorn lung comment, hilarious. Missed the point. The diverticulitis, I can't, you're going to get it stuck in your teeth comments, fine. Then people really buying into it being like a health option. I think Ashley is the perfect person to have these annoying ass, like I would just be so annoyed reading this where she's like, okay, it moves on. I think she's sufficiently she's sufficiently confrontational. So the second video she made, which was about actually her process for making the popcorn, I knew, that was another one, seed oils, because people are
anti-seed
unsubstantiated.
oil. Yeah.
Seed oils. I'm not going to get on my high horse about the absurdity with which people are buying into the seed oil thing, but because she uses canola oil, they're like, seed oils are going to kill you. They're not. Anyway, however, she said she was going to make her popcorn. I've seen Ashley make the popcorn before. I knew what was coming.
Okay, it's the long-awaited popcorn tutorial, so let's go. I keep my burner on high for this entire process, and I do have gas, which I think helps. So this is a very fast process. So the first thing we do is we are going to pour in our canola oil. I eyeball it, but I did measure it out ahead of time. And like I said, it's about a third to a half a cup. If you look, like it's just enough to cover the bottom. Then we're going to go in with the salt. Again, I eyeball it, but when I measured it out, it's about a teaspoon. That's it. Are the kernels, like I said, Orville Redenbacher. So we're going to pour enough just to coat the bottom in one layer. I measured it out. It's about a half a cup of kernels. So when I pour it and it comes in a pile like that, I do a little swirl around to see, and you'll see like there's nothing stacked on top of each other. So that looks about right. Okay, I lied. I'm going to put a little more, and I'm definitely going to see this over pop, but whatever. I like popcorn. Okay, now the top goes on and we wait.
So did you watch her make her popcorn?
So yes, I watched the video, and my comment is I think Ashley should be a cooking influencer. The way she explained how she made it, the visuals are great. Good job, Ashley.
Do you have any comments on the process?
The process seems great to me. 3 ingredients, easy peasy. Again, I'm maybe getting influenced to make my own popcorn.
So the main thing that I knew people were going to react to is the amount of oil Ashley uses.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Because it's a very significant, someone even commented like this is, and put the number of calories, which I did calculate it. But the thing is, that's the calories in the entire batch. You're not eating the entire, unless you are.
See, I probably would be.
You wouldn't.
I can't stop eating popcorn.
Well, in Ashley's defense, she does use a ton of oil, which I think is an interesting strategy that I've noticed her doing recently watching her, and I was like, wow, that is wild. But she doesn't put additional oil or butter on it. So it's like the butter you put on your popcorn, you don't double it.
Right. When I go to the movies, controversial, I don't put on butter on my popcorn because it makes it soggy. So I never was a butter gal.
I also think that the popcorn already has the buttered, the thing that's going to give you popcorn lung. So I see why she does it. I've always thought her popcorn's quite delicious, and I now know why. You can make popcorn with less oil.
It doesn't taste as good, though.
It doesn't taste as good, but all of this points me, the excitement with which people react to learning how to do extremely simple, straightforward things on TikTok is really fascinating to me, and it indicates how so many people are learning about life, basic life skills via TikTok, and we're watching them in real time. And I always need to remind myself, like, a lot of these are 12-year-olds.
Yes, it's true. I bet you the amount of people who go to TikTok to learn how to boil an egg is a lot.
And the peak of this, and with that I will stop harping on this, was I watched a video once of this girl being like, this is the strategy my family and I use to have protein all the time. And all she did was buy a large package of fish, divide it up, and freeze it.
I was going to say, instead of fish, I thought you were going to say chicken, but same.
It was like fish or chicken. It was actually, I think, a bunch of meats. It was like they went to Costco, they bought some meat, and then they put it in freezer bags. And I was like, that's normal. Okay. Yeah. Fork found in the kitchen. And people in the comments were like, is it okay if you defrost it? Is it like, my guy,
Yeah, well,
We need,
but I think
like,
that's
continuing
great.
education.
But that's the great thing about TikTok. If it is
True.
educational and harmless, then
True.
Great. Use TikTok as a learning tool.
You're so correct. And the fact that it makes me happy that people will now know how to eat healthy food
Yeah.
in this way. Yeah.
Yes. And with that, thank you everyone for listening, and we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.